Welcome back, your friendly neighborhood Uhfgood. And this time, for this video, we are continuing to break down our to-do for a playable demo. I probably should have called it, well, I said it create a fully functional, possibly polished, complete demo of one small area or scene. Okay, so at first, I'm probably going to take the idea of getting the bare minimum that works. So even though I'll be working on these characters and animations and all that, I'll probably just have like some temp stuff to put in as I build the actual demo. But yeah, in the end, it'll be a fully complete, polished, completely working demo. And so then all I have to do from then on is just basically working on story characters, basically content, where I have the system and everything up in place for building puzzles and creating characters and doing all that kind of good stuff. So we have create a complete 3D scene in Blender, ala 5B. Create all the characters in the scene, ala number 2. Um, and then, of course, these are the list of characters. Animate said characters with grease pencil. Okay. Um, Actually, on this, I'm not sure if I need a like a sub item, but let's say do I need to do? See, I'm not sure. I know that. Well, I know that all the main characters like Violet and Max and halfway, um, everyone pretty much except for the king and maybe the guards. I'm not sure. The guards might need it too, but they're gonna kind of all have to have walk cycles, and so of course I am planning on doing something that a little bit crazy. Why don't I start the stupid timer? I always forget the timer. Always. That's 2 minutes, so I have to um, nine nine to 9 to 10 minutes on the timer. Okay. Um, so okay, so what you have normally is you have um, you normally have like a few walking animations. Sometimes it's just as 4, sometimes it's 8. I'm actually planning on 16. It's a lot of work, but at the same time, I have a feeling that it will look pretty cool, and you'll have a good idea of the different, angles and stuff. Because this is still going to be a. Now, of course, every character isn't going to have like 16 directional animations, because you'll have somebody that, say, for instance, at like a newspaper stand, right? You're going to be moving horizontally for the most part. Although I might change it up later. You might go in depth or whatever. But at this point, I'm planning on it being just a full third person, kind of like the old 2D adventures. But so you'll have is you'll have somebody at a stand, or somebody at a podium, or someone at a desk or something, sitting on a desk. And what you'll have is you'll have like if I move my hand like this, you can see both sides of my finger like that. So you might only have, say, um, let's say traditionally it's an 8-way, but you're only seeing 3. Um, Now, normally they would scale, right? So they wouldn't have any perspective stuff at all. So it'd just be a still image, and you'd move it, right? Um, or move a background or whatever. But in mine, since you're gonna have that little bit of like parallax effect, I might would have to draw 3 so it'd be like one from this side angle, one from dead on, and then one from this angle, right? But in mine, it's going to be more than just the 8 directions, right? The 8 cardinal directions. It's going to be like, it's like going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to have like 5 directions just on that one, somebody standing at a podium, or, standing at the bus stop, or whatever it is, like the train station in my game, the flying trains. They'll be standing, and if you're walking past them, the thing's gonna move like this. Hey, look at that. What it did with my hand, it made it see through. Anyways, so basically, it's going to have a ton of animations, like a ton. Yeah, I know it's a lot of work. I do. But it will be worth it. At first, what I might do, though, just to make sure that I'm not doing anything unnecessary, it'll just be one view, and for everything, you'll have the basic four cardinal direction view for the walking characters just at the start, and then I'm going to in between it, and then eventually the walking characters are going to have a full 16 point turnaround, so that's a really smooth transition. So it's almost like a 3D. I know you could even go crazier than that, but some of that might even be superfluous. 16 might even be superfluous. But I'm willing to try that, especially considering that I don't have a deadline. I got a 5-year deadline, and shoot, that might be what it takes to do all the animations. And it might be just a ton. I know that a lot of people say that like, you're underestimating. Here, let me hit play on this because it's already boring already. But here, actually, let's do something here. Let's go ahead and grab this screenshot here. Yeah, let's do it like about there. Yes. Anyways, save image and hide. I'll get to that later. So it's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to start out with just the standard, and I'm going to see which animations I'll need and which I'll have to keep and throw away and all that stuff. But I figured, all the way back, I've always looked at this, and the deals that they always show them walking, and it's just kind of like funky, it just looks kind of weird when there's only 4 animations, front, back, left, and right. Especially when you're walking diagonally. You walk diagonally, and it walks forward diagonally, like that, It doesn't look like they're actually walking diagonally. And even in 8 way, sometimes that's, So this is gonna be quite a bit of work, and I know people say that you underestimate how much time it's gonna take and all this stuff. I know it's gonna take a ton of time and ton of work. It's gonna be hard, but I think this will be really cool in the end. I think it'll be worth it. At least for me, it'll be worth it. Okay, so let's go back to where I was getting to. Animate said characters in grease pencil. Now, maybe what I should do is, I was thinking about putting this deal of, like, animating this many views, or this whatever, and so we're gonna start with temp, quickie temp animation, probably of at least 2 frames. Quickie temp animations. I'll say quickie temp walk animations. And then what we'll do is we'll tab in again, and then I have a like a lowercase a and b or something up in here somewhere. Well, I didn't, but I will. So let's do this. A. Actually, I'll do that. A at least 4 directions, 2 frames each. And then I'm gonna go let's think. Do I want to, how would you do it? Would you, shoot, it's almost time up, isn't it? Are you going to want to do in between the temps? Actually, let's do it this ways. Add in betweens for a total of 8 directions. See, add more in betweens for a total of 16 walk directions. Then start polishing the temp animations. We'll just do it like that. Okay. And I'll actually decide what to do for the demo, because we may only be seeing. I know that no, any of the characters that are walking are going to do this. So okay, so let's. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to stop, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll continue where we left off.